My name is Nathan Wuorio. I'm a sophomore here at Clark University, history major. That's something special. My favorite place to work out, if I had to choose one, would be ideally completely private, in my own house with a massive built-in gym. But I'm not rich, so I don't really have that. But I really do like my school's gym. I think Clark's gym is adequate, but I don't think any gym will ever be perfect. It's for what people want. But I think our gym has a lot. It has cardio machines, it has strength machines, an excellent rack of free weights. It's got things for heavy lifters, light lifters, people who are just starting out, and people who are really veteran gym goers. But aside from that, I love working out in my dorm room. I think that's an excellent private place to work out, and you really only need a floor and a wall to do any sort of real exercise. Bodyweight workout, it's easy, you don't need anything with it, hence the term bodyweight. I think a lot of people think that in order to be healthy, they either have to run 10 miles a day or lift until they're huge. And I really think it's not something that's true. I think one thing I really encountered actually coming to school, and I'd heard about and was honestly terrified about, was the freshman 15. That for me was not the case. It was the opposite, actually. I lost roughly 15 to 20 pounds upon coming to school because suddenly I was in charge of my own health and my own life, and it became very real. No longer were, at my request, people just making a particular food. Like, it was more, the cafeteria put out what was there and I got to choose. And while there are unhealthy options, I began to slowly choose more and more healthy things like salads, whole grains, different teas, or vegetarian options. I really mixed it up. But I think the best way to keep the freshman 15 at bay is to be mindful. Be mindful of what you're eating, when you're eating, and if you can remember the last time you did any sort of physical activity. I think a lot of people sort of get lost in their work or, sudden freedom, social aspect, and they sort of let their own bodies fall by the wayside. And I think working out can be fun and a group activity, and you can get a lot of friends together. It doesn't just have to be yourself. If you're intimidated, go with a bunch of friends. Convince them. And that way you're sort of responsible to each other, so you don't just, if you say, I'm not going today, someone's like, no, we're all going to go, you should go with us. And that creates a sort of, pressure. I guess that's not the right term, but, you don't want to let them down, and I think that's really important.